What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TNC Reacts. This is Wednesday Wonders, and if you look at the title, it asks, what's the deal with bullies? Why are bullies protected? Is it a systematic situation? Why is this a continuing thing? And I pretty much have a simple answer to as to why this is the case. Because you can't punch him in the mouth. You know, I was thinking about it real heavy. I'm like, there's a lot of aspects where they talk about toxic masculinity and things like this. Well, protecting yourself is not a toxic trait. It is actually one that is necessary to deal with the adversity of life. They teach it in sports, they teach it in boxing. Any competitive sports, you have to fight back. You have to defend yourself. But for some reason in the school world, they will allow a bully to go and go and go and go and go no matter how much you tell the teachers, the principal, whatever. And then finally, when you retaliate, you get suspended and somehow they get a pass with, you're not supposed to be doing this, this, and this. We got all these new words for everything. All these new terminologies. But we understand that bullies have always done different forms of aggression without actually putting their hands on you. I.e., having crowds call you out of your name, messing with your things, having stuff blow up in your face, or they're just kids. Oh, it's just kids until I punch this person in the mouth because they're violating me. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I've seen bullies get away with things. Hell, I was even bullied at one point. But it didn't go far because the moment that you're like, what's happening? Then they be like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? And for some reason, we have failed these kids. I remember I saw this video. I can't put it up. Reason being, a lot of YouTube guidelines and stuff. But there was a video where this kid was blind. And this dude walks up and starts punching him and all of this stuff. Blind, mind you. Another student sees it, runs up, clocks a kid. Falls out, boom. And he was like, man, what you doing, man? And all the teachers was like, hey, what's going on? He was like, man, he was beating up the blind kid. That boy got suspended. And what blows my mind is no one looks at the aggressor. They only look at the person that responds. And I think that's how bullies get away with it. That's how they've been able to get away with it. And it doesn't matter the gender. This is something that really happens. You know what I mean? Women use microaggressive things, what is it called? Reputation slander, destruction, stuff like that. They're going to mess with your reputation because they don't want to go here. Whereas with dudes, they go here. So I think because they've removed the aspect of fighting, I think it's created another problem where one, it's allowed bullies to flourish because now I got to be in fear of punching you in the mouth because if I punch you in the mouth, then guess what? I'll have all these issues. So now I got to kind of deal with it like this. Well, tell the teacher. Well, you tell the teacher, nothing happens. I mean, you got kids right now that's taking themselves out of the game because of online bullying. Now, do I believe in it? No, turn the computer off. If you ever had people talking crap to you online, turn it off. Don't you sit there and let people berate you while you sitting there trying to respond back and getting all in your heart and all in your emotions. Forget all of that. Get off. And then come back later when your emotions is right and go about your life. Because these are people online that's talking. If they at your school, you want to outsmart them. You want to go like, okay, let's go ahead and show the teachers what they're doing. But guess what? You show the teachers what they're doing, these kids are going to find another means to go and bully your kid. So it's like, how do you deal with it when they have all these rules and parameters to keep you from exercising defense? You know what I mean? And I think it's because they've removed that aspect from us. They're allowing them to continue to flourish because they can do. Then you respond, you catch the problems, they get a pass again, and they can just keep doing this cycle until somebody says forget it. Because I know people who had to go from school to school to school to school because of one fight. And they never look at justice as it's supposed to be dealt with. I.e., who really started this? Who's really wrong? How do we address this properly? They just go like, oh, you punched him? You're out. That's not how this works. Why did I do this? Well, the why doesn't matter anymore. Yes, it does. The why always matters. That's how you make people accountable for their actions. Just kicking this person out while this person gets to stay, that's not dealing with accountability. That's not dealing with justice. Yes, life isn't fair. We understand that. But at the same time, you can only back somebody so close to a wall and keep them at the wall so long before they fight back. And you got to start being realistic. I personally believe that nobody should allow their child to be bullied. You know, I even preach that to my youngster. Don't let nobody bully you. You better fight back. First, try these steps first. If that don't work, then you got to handle it. So, don't ever, ever allow people to let your children get berated, bullied, and treated badly. Find means the other steps first just so you can have a paper trail. But man, let your child wear that boy out or that girl out so bad that they'll never think of messing with nobody else again in their life. I'm just saying. Maybe that's just me, but let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Why do you think bullying is still progressing at this day and age? And why hasn't it lessened? Why hasn't it changed? What do you think the reason is? And be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody. Peace.